Hey guys, what is up? Cam Jennings here, aka Cam Fats, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com and Email Secrets. Guys, I want to welcome you to part 3 of Email Secrets. And in this part, what I really want to do is I want to focus on people out there who don't have an email list. What I've done with these last 2 parts is I've talked to you about 20 different angles that you can use to promote things. But you might get the sense that, hey, how do I do this if I don't have an email list? All right. It doesn't seem like it makes sense for me because I don't have a list yet. Well, what I want to do with this module, with this part of Email Secrets, is I want to focus on strategies to use these angles when you don't have an email list. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over to our mind map and get into this because I do have a mind map for part 3 here, and we're going to walk through it. This is probably, and fair warning here, I'm going to do this in one video, and maybe after I'm done, I might break it into parts if it feels like it's too long. But I want to try to do this in one video just to kind of keep it as a nice continuity type package. We're going to try to do it in one video. Let's see how it goes. But I do have a lot to cover with this module, so let's go ahead and get into it. It's probably going to be, who knows, man. It might be like an hour long. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. So here we are on our handy dandy mind map. This is how to promote when you don't have an email list. All right. What I'm going to do is, as I go through here, I'm going to highlight these in yellow as we go through them. Okay. So the first thing I want to point out is a simple truth. All right. And I want you to understand this. These are truths as I see them, and not as I've been told, but as I've learned from years and years of working in the trenches and making thousands and thousands of dollars on the internet. These are the truths as I've learned them from trial and error and experience. And I believe experience is the best teacher. So let me impart my experience to you. And I might introduce a few ideas to you that you didn't see things like that before. You weren't familiar with those ideas before. I might introduce a few things to you, a few concepts to you that you might not have thought of them in that way before. All right, and that's totally okay. I want you to try to keep an open mind and understand the reasons I feel the way I do is because of how things have happened for me and what has made me money. Okay. What I want to do with Email Secrets and with this module in particular, because it's geared at new people who are just getting started and don't have email lists, is I want to put you in the best possible position to succeed. Okay. So I'm going to give it to you straight, and I'm going to give it to you real. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I want you to know is the audience is the key. It's the key of most people's success online. All right. Audience is the key of most people's success online. And that's not, when I say people, I mean that loosely, because I also mean businesses as well. Target, Walmart, Amazon. Most people's success comes from an ever-growing audience, fans of them or their brand, right? Now, an email list is the core of the audience, okay? So if the audience is the key to success online and email list is the core of that audience, then that stands to reason the email list is probably the core of your business. And that's exactly what I believe. Your email list is the core of your audience, and therefore it is your business. It is the heart and soul of your business, right? Online business, right? This is your customer base. Without customers, you don't have a business, okay? So most sustainable wealth online runs through an email list. All right. And this is true. This is true in my opinion. All right. And I want you to know I've studied this. I've researched it inside and out. And everything from YouTube to Amazon to Walmart to Target to any other place out there that wants to have some kind of a online presence or online success, their success generally runs right through their email list. Now, Might seem kind of funny that I'm saying this in a module where I'm trying to teach you how to make money without an email list. Well, the thing is, I believe that when you're first getting started and you don't have an email list, that's totally cool. But I want you to understand how important it is to work towards building the email list. I believe that no matter what I show you, it's going to be impossible for you to see sustainable success year in and year out without having this email list that you're building up. So while I'm going to show you methods to get sales right now, to go out there and start making some sales so you can start seeing some immediate results, I want you to understand I'm also going to be showing you ways to kind of build your list, because without that, you're not going to have sustainability. All right. It's just going to drop off. It's going to be like throwing paint at the wall, and some of it sticks, but a lot of it doesn't. Right. So you're just not going to be as successful without an email list. So the strategies that I'm going to give you, they're going to kind of incorporate building an email list as well. All right. In addition to using strategies just to make money. All right, I hope that makes sense. Basically, what I'm telling you is I can show you how to make money now without an email list, but you need to be working towards an email list, because you're not going to be able to stay sustainably making money without it. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so more simple truths. All right, I think this is pretty much what I said, but while I can show you how to make money without an email list, understand that it should be your goal to continue to work on building one. The reason is because email will allow you to reach out to your people one-on-one over and over again. It is the cheapest, highest converting form of traffic, right? So building an audience is the key, while the email list is the core of the audience. Even if we are talking paid traffic like solo ads to build the list, the audience building still has to take place. I hope you guys understand that. Even if you're going out there and you're buying solo ads, or you're buying clicks and you're trying to build your list that way, or another way like MLGS or whatever the flavor of the month is for building an email list fast, you have to understand, if those people hit your list cold, they don't know you. You still have to send them through some kind of indoctrination series, some kind of 30-day sequence or something, to where you're building rapport with them, you're building trust with them, you're getting them to know you. So really, you're just doing the audience building in reverse. Whereas like if you did something like YouTube, or you did something like, publishing a blog and building a readership, like with that way, you're kind of building the audience first, and then they're going on your list. And when they hit your list, they're already kind of warm because they already know you. But like when you're buying leads, you're buying traffic, and you're sending the traffic to an opt-in, they're going on your list kind of cold, and you have to kind of do it in reverse that way. You're kind of like building, you're doing the audience building after they're on your list. So it's just a different way to do it, but you still have to build that trust and rapport with them either way. So keep it in mind. And then the last thing for simple truths, I just want to say, that being said, nobody starts with an email list. Everybody starts wanting to make, some money though. Right? Nobody starts with an email list, but everybody starts wanting to make money like today, like immediate results. So what should you do? That's what this training is about. All right. I want to show you how to make some money fairly quickly, but also kind of have that, in the back of your mind, focus on building that list. All right. So very, very cool. We go ahead and close a simple truth. And we're going to go ahead and highlight this as well. All right. Very cool. As you can see, we got that highlight. I think I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. All right. So now I want to talk about the core of all free promotion. Because when we talk about, doing promotions, like the stuff I talk about in email secrets, when we talk about those angles, they can be used outside of email. They can also be used in blog posts. They can be used on Facebook posts. They can be used on articles. They can be used on YouTube videos. They can be used in a lot of places. But what we're talking about basically is free promotion, right? Going out there on places that'll let you do things for free, and all you got to do is put time and effort into it, and you can market for free. This is like free promotion. So I want to talk about the core of free promotion, because it's all the same. No matter where you're at, if you're on Reddit, if you're on Quora, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, no matter where you're at, the core of all free promotion is it follows the same basic template, right? And if you follow this template, you can succeed at any free platform, right? You can build an audience on any free platform and you can make money with that audience, all right? So let's talk about this core of all free promotion, all right? So this goes like this, all right? Step one, you find a place where lots of people visit frequently and they share a passion for one subject, your niche, right? Whatever your niche is. Find a large group of people who care about that, right? Now, that's easy to find that like on places like Facebook, right? Because pretty much every niche is represented on Facebook. Everyone's hanging out there. It's easy to find on YouTube. Pretty much every niche is covered on YouTube. And it gets harder in some of these other places, but there's a lot of places where your niche is probably covered, right? So the trick is find a place where a lot of people visit frequently, like they're visiting there all the time, and they share a passion on the one subject, your niche, right? Step two, you want to infiltrate that scene by showing up every day. Every day you're showing up there, you're spending a little time there, you're talking with the regulars, you're asking questions, you know, you're friend requesting people or whatever it's called on the platform you choose. You're forming connections with the regulars, right? And you're growing your network of friends in that place, right? In that place. It's very important. Not just your network of people in your niche, but your network of people in your niche in that place that hang out there all the time, right? Because you're establishing yourself in that scene, whether that's a Reddit thread, or a subreddit, I should say, whether that's a Facebook group, whether that's, a YouTube channel scene. It's a little different on YouTube, right? Because on YouTube, you got a bunch of YouTube channels and the community really exists on YouTube in the comment section, right? If you'll notice, the people who who comment in the comment sections, they're commenting on several different channels and they're commenting on all these channels in that particular little sub niche. So the community is really existing in this comment section. We'll talk more about that later, but it's the same thing, right? You're going to infiltrate the scene, right? And you're going to just show up, be there, just show up. So you're going to kind of grow your network in that place, right? Step three, you're going to post value in that place regularly, right? To help others and position yourself as a thought leader, right? Ask for nothing in return when you post this value, right? Don't link out to other places. This is selfless value. It's meant to just help the other people in your community. You're posting it to position yourself as someone who can help people. All right. Now when I say post value in that place regularly, I mean, usually in most places you can do it once a week and you're cool, right? If you're showing up every day in that place and you're commenting and you're friend requesting people and you're hanging out and you're doing your thing, and then once a week you'll hit that place with some value, man, you know what? You're going to start to become a thought leader in that place. All right. And it's going to be pretty cool. Step 4, work to put people on your email list where you can build a more consistent relationship and people will buy more stuff. All right. So that's the step 4. You infiltrate that place. You start to add value. You start to become a thought leader. What you want to do is you want to work in ways to how do I transfer all these people that kind of see me as a thought leader here, and I've earned their respect here. How do I start to put them on my email list, right? Because that's the goal. You want to transfer that audience as much as you can onto your email list, okay? And then step 5, you promote things that you believe in, right? That you feel will help the people in your niche, right? And you can do this through various different ways, but these 5 steps right here, they'll work on any platform, any social platform, whether it's Quora, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Reddit, MeWe, anywhere, right? These 5 basic steps, you might have to adjust them a little bit depending on where you're at, but they work almost anywhere, right? It's the same formula over and over again. Move in, infiltrate, be a part of the scene, add value to the community, start to build your network of people around you, and then promote things. It works every single time. Okay, so that's the five basic steps, and that's the core of all free promotion. Okay, so if you want to promote somewhere for free, that's how you do it, right? You have to dedicate time. Now, hardly ever do I see someone trying to like make a YouTube video or make a blog article and then take that blog article or that YouTube video and like share it on like 30 different platforms, right? And they share it on all these places, but they never really try to be a part of that community. They never try to get in there and hang out with other people or anything like that. And like that never works, right? It never works. You never see hardly any traction from doing that. What does work is this idea of if you want a friend, be a friend, right? That's what does work, right? So you're better off. The message is you're better off picking one at a time and just committing to building a presence and being a part of that scene and that one spot and just building it up, right? You're better off doing that. And then once you got it together and you can take on more, start to do it in another place and branch out. You're better off doing that than just trying to just slam like 30 different places with a share link every time you put out a new piece of content. And then you wonder why you never get any traction from any of these places. You know, I shared it with 100 places. I don't understand what happened. Nothing happened, man, because you didn't bother to build your presence up in any of these communities and nobody cares about what you have to say. You know, the more people who care about what you have to say, the more money you're going to make, period. That's the way it works. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead. Now that we understand the core of all free promotion, I want to talk about 3 specific methods that you can use that deal with specific platforms. And when I pick these platforms, we talk about them, you're going to be probably like, oh, it's God, man, I'm so tired of hearing about those places. The reason we're talking about them is because everyone is there. All right. Everyone is there and it works. Right. And the same core principles can be used at many, many different places. But the fact of the matter is the places I'm going to talk to you about right now, everyone is there, man. Like the entire world is hanging out there. So that means there's a lot of people there. There's a lot of people in your niche there, and you can make a dent. You can build an audience there, right? By doing the steps that I'm talking about, you can make it happen, and you can do it without an email list. Now, if you're in a busy niche like internet marketing or something, you know, that's wealth, right? You got the big 3 niches out there: health, wealth, and love. And you think like, well, if it's one of the big 3, then you really want to niche down a little bit. You don't want to, you know, plant your flag in the wealth niche. You probably want to plant your flag in a sub niche of that, like email marketing or, you know, traffic conversion or, you know, list building or something like that. You want to kind of like niche down a little bit and just plant your flag there. That'll reduce your competition. There'll still be a ton of people still looking for someone who is an expert on that situation that can help them, and you'll grow faster, right? So keep that in mind. Let's talk about method 1. All right, so method 1 is YouTube, right? And I know some of you are thinking like, man, I don't want to do YouTube. I don't do YouTube videos. Maybe some of you tried it and, you know, it didn't work out for you, right? Maybe that's true. Okay, but let me show you something real quick about YouTube. All right, this is the first thing I want to show you. All right, so if I go over here to similarweb.com, this is kind of a website that analyzes other websites. And I type in YouTube. I mean, I want you to understand what's happening on this platform. This is the second most popular website in the world, you guys. It's the second most popular website in the world. And I'm not going to put it in, but you know what the first most popular website is? It's Google. Google is the first most popular website. YouTube is the second most popular website. I don't care what niche you are in, what tiny fringe sub niche you are in, your market is represented on this platform. That means your customers are on this platform. They just don't know it yet. You see what I'm saying? They're there. They're already there. They just don't know about you yet. All right. So like if you're serious about making money online and you're ready to do what it takes and you're ready to step outside of your comfort zone, you should be here, because this is the second most popular website in the world and YouTube is free. They're basically like, here you go. Here's keys to a free television show on the second most popular website on the entire planet. I mean, it's insane. I mean, it should cost money to have a YouTube channel, but it doesn't. It's absolutely free. Anybody can start a YouTube channel. So it's an amazing opportunity. So if you have a fear of being on camera, you need to get over that if you're serious about making this happen. Okay? Point blank, right? Find a way, find a way around it. If you can't be on camera, find a way to be on this platform, right? Because this platform is special, and it's like having, like I said, it's like having a television show on the most popular website on the planet. So it's a very big opportunity. You need to find a way to be here. This is 6 months of traffic right here, right? 6 months, 27.85 billion people visited this website in the last 6 months. I mean, that's hard to fathom, that number, right? That's a number that's like, once you get to numbers that high, it's like they're just pretend numbers. They don't even matter anymore because there's too many. There's too many. It's billions. Billions of people hit this thing every single day. And well, every single 6 months, billions of people. So, I mean, it's the average view duration, average visit duration is 23 minutes. So 27 billion people hit this website every 6 months. And on average, they all stay at least about a half an hour. So, I mean, why wouldn't you want a television show in a place like this? Your market is represented here, point blank. So how can you be here? Because it's not easy anymore on YouTube. It's kind of challenging, right? It's challenging. You need a plan. And I don't think it's challenging as much as it is you just need a plan, right? You need a plan. That's the problem, man. People say, I want to do YouTube, and then they just jump off half-cocked and try to get into it, and they get frustrated because no one's ever watching their videos, and they don't understand why. Oh, man, I must need a better camera. Oh, man, I must need better equipment. Oh, man, I must need to optimize my videos better. I must not be doing good keyword optimization. Oh, man, I must not be editing my videos good enough. Listen, man, let me tell you something. You don't need the best camera in the world at all, okay? I think the main thing is that people can actually hear you. As long as people can hear you, that doesn't mean you need to go out and buy a $500 microphone, okay? They just need to be able to hear you, man. And many times, as long as they can hear you, as long as they can see you, you're cool, right? What you do need is a focus, right? You need a focus on YouTube, and I'm going to give you a plan for that. All right, so let's get off of a SimilarWeb here, and let's talk about this strategy. All right, so with YouTube, a nice little strategy is called Network of 10, and here's how it works, okay? Okay, start a YouTube channel with the theme of your niche, right? Whatever your niche is, start a YouTube channel about that. Niche down, to focus on a specific sub-niche, right? So internet marketing, for example, you need to niche that down. Don't make the YouTube channel about internet marketing, okay? It's not niche down enough. There's a lot of competition out there on internet marketing. You need to niche it down a little bit, focus on email marketing, or focus, like I said, on traffic driving. I know a guy, Mick Meany, he's got a YouTube channel called Profit Copilot. And it's all about, he's always talking about traffic all the time. And man, I always send people to his channel. So if you want to check a good channel out for traffic, check out Mick Meany's Profit Copilot channel. It's really cool. But he's always talking about traffic. So I know if I go to Mick Meany's YouTube channel, I'm going to hear something about traffic driving. And it's pretty cool. But that's what you want to do. You want to kind of niche down and focus on one key area. Now you don't have to just stay focused on one key area. I would say pick no more than 3 key areas. 3 pillars, right? And focus on those 3 pillars all the time. And you can kind of like rotate through those 3 pillars if you want to. But I tell you what, on YouTube, it is so, competitive out there. There's so many people in every niche. You saw how many people are on that platform. So it's good to niche down. However you want to do it, you want to niche down. So anyways, after you do that, you want to step 2. You want to find 10 other YouTube channels in the same grain as yours. You want to make sure they have at least 1,000 subscribers and they publish at least once a week. Okay. Also, make sure they're not getting so many comments on their videos that, like, if you commented, no one would see it, right? Don't pick channels where there's like 800 comments. So if you comment, nobody's seeing it. They're not going to see it. The audience that are commenting isn't going to see it. Nobody's seeing it. You know, I generally look for YouTube channels that are publishing regularly once a week with at least 1,000 people, and like anywhere from 0 to 20 comments on their newer videos. Like if they just published a video this week and it's got like 12 comments or something, cool. I'm good with that. So we're looking for 10 channels like that. And then step 3, go ahead and make a list of these 10 channels and a URL back to their channel so you know where they're at, right? Make a list of these 10 channels, get their URL, subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe to that YouTube channel, all right? Step 4, I want you to make your rounds every day, every single day. Make your rounds to those 10 channels. See if they have published a video, okay? See if they published a new video that week, right? Now, when the ones do publish a video, I want you to go to step 5. Step 5 is watch at least 2 minutes of the newly published videos, all right? And then thumbs up the video, all right? And then leave a comment on the video that adds to the conversation of the video, right? What do you got to say that would add to the conversation? You just watched a video about list building, or you just watched a video about blogging or whatever. What could you say that would add a little value to the conversation of that video, right? Add to the conversation of the video, right? Don't drop a link back to your YouTube channel. Don't do it. Your name is a link, all right? All you need to do is be a part of the scene in the comment section regularly, right? And regularly add value to that comment section. When you do that, what's going to happen is they're going to take notice because they're not getting tons of comments, and they're going to notice that you're commenting. So they're probably going to go over and subscribe to your channel. That's going to lead to a networking situation where you guys are going to be able to, be friends. They're probably going to comment on a few of your videos. That's also going to lead to their audience taking notice of your comments, and they're going to also click on your link and go over to your channel, and you're going to start to build your audience from their audience, right? From all 10 of those YouTube channels' audiences, right? Pretty cool. Right? Now, step 6 is I want you to publish a new video at least once a week on your channel that delivers value. You can use Answer the Public and related search terms for video ideas. All right. Now, let's break that down for a second. What do I mean when I say you can use Answer the Public and related search terms? Here's what I mean. If I come over here, I go to answerthepublic.com. I come to this place, and it's a related search term aggregator. It's going to search for anything that other people have typed into search engines like Yahoo or Google or any of those search engines, or Bing. It's going to look for things people have typed into the search engines that are similar to your keyword that you type in here. So if I type in email marketing like that, and I say get questions, right? It's going to pull back a lot of data for me based off of what other people are typing in. Okay. This data is kind of in this pictograph looking circle thing. All right. So what I want to do is I just change it to data, right? So I can see it easier. And these are things that people are typing in. Is email marketing dead? Does email marketing work? Is email marketing free? Can you make email? Can spam law email market? Some of them don't make sense. You got to kind of read between the lines on some of this. How email marketing works. And then it goes on. And I got a lot of data here, you guys. Right? So I can use this to kind of come up with ideas for YouTube videos. Right? And I want to publish a YouTube video on my niche once a week. Right? This is going to add value. Right? Now, the other thing I said you can use is related search terms. So if I go to Google and I type in email marketing, boom, just like that. I can come down here all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to have some searches related to email marketing. These are real searches that people are typing in, right? How to do email marketing. Okay, so I come down here. I see there's a good one. How to do email marketing. So I'll write that one down as a possible YouTube video idea. And then I'll go ahead and click on it, and I'll scroll down to the bottom again and see what other things. Now I'm getting I got a layer deeper, didn't I? Instead of just how to do email marketing, I'm getting all these related search terms to how to do email marketing, how to do email marketing for free, how to do email marketing step by step. Now these are cooler video ideas because they're a little bit more specific, right? Not as general. So the more specific I get, the less competition I have, right? The more specific I get with the titles of my videos, the less competition I have. So there's a happy place. And it depends on how big your channel is, what that happy place is. The bigger your channel is, the more popular your channel is, the more general you can be with your video titles, because you're going to win those competitions for ranking those videos, I mean. But the smaller your channel is, the less people know about your channel, the harder it is for you to compete, for ranking those videos. So you want to get more specific with your video titles, so you don't have to compete with as many videos. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So it's not bad to go a couple layers down. How to do email marketing for free. How to do email marketing step by step. So let's go ahead and click on how to do email marketing for free and see if we get even more. If we get even more related search terms. There we go. Free bulk email marketing. So we get some more things. And you got to remember, these are things that people are really asking about. They're asking about this stuff. These are real things people are typing in, right? So there is an interest out there in these subjects. So these all make good videos on the topics. Okay, so very cool. So now what? All right. The other thing I said here is pitch your freebie in these videos to grow your email list. Right? Pitch your lead magnet in these videos to grow your email list. Now you might be saying, whoa, hold on a second, Cam. I don't have a lead magnet. I don't have anything set up to grow an email list. Right. Yeah. Well, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about how to set that system up in a little bit here. But what I want to say is figure out how to put a lead magnet together. I think a good lead magnet is a cheat sheet. It's easy to put together. It's easy to consume. And it promises instant gratification, right? And this is a great way to get people to opt in, right? It also lends itself to having a really easy upsell. And the upsell is going to be a video supplemental for the cheat sheet, right? So you'll do the cheat sheet and you'll give it to them for free. And then you'll offer them the video supplemental, which won't be very hard for you to do. It'll just be a video where you're walking them through the cheat sheet, maybe giving them a few more tips and stuff that you weren't able to give them in the cheat sheet because it was just a limited space, but it's more, right? And it lends itself. But anyways, yeah, you want to have a freebie set up, and we'll talk about that more in another method. Method 3, we'll talk about that a little bit more. But you want to have that freebie set up. And when you're doing these free videos once a week, you want to be pitching that freebie. Now, how do you pitch the freebie, right? How do you do it, right? So let's say I want to do a video about how to do email marketing for free, like our example, right? I'll say like, hey guys, what is up? Today, I want to talk to you guys about a simple method to do email marketing for free, right? Oh, by the way, before I even get into this, make sure that you click the link in the description and head over there and grab my cheat sheet that I just put out. It's absolutely free. It's not going to cost you a dime, and it's going to help you do blah, blah, blah. It's awesome. So when you're done with this video, be sure to get over there and get your free cheat sheet. All right, now back to email marketing and how to do it for free, right? See, that's how you do it. Now, what you do is at the end of the video, when you're getting towards the end of the video, you pitch the free thing again, right? So pitch it twice in the video, towards the beginning and towards the end, right? But in the middle of the video, you're giving tons of free value, right? So pretty cool, and you want to do that in your videos. That way, you build the email list, all right? So cool. All right, step 7. When you do a promotional video, be sure to follow the angles that I laid out for you in Email Secrets. That was 20 angles that convert, right? Now, these angles convert to video nicely. They're email angles, but they convert to video nicely. Now you notice what I said there in step 7. When you do a promotional video, be sure to follow the angles laid out in Email Secrets, right? Now, in step 6, I was talking about non-promotional videos. I was talking about publish a new video at least once a week that just adds value, right? It's just adding value to the marketplace, right, to help them. But that's different, and that's in addition to step 7, where like when you want to promote something to make some money, right? So you might just publish one video a week that adds value to the market, but maybe another couple times a week you're publishing a video that's going to be promoting something, right? And that's what I mean in step 7, promotional videos. So when you do these promotional videos that's like promoting an affiliate product or something, follow the angles I laid out for you in Email Secrets, right? That will allow you the ability to do like 2 or 3 or 4 videos on one product. You can do a video a day for like 4 days because you're hitting a different angle on each video, right? Maybe the first video you're talking about, you know, the 4+1, or maybe the second video you're talking about you're telling a story about the product vendor. Then you do a soft pitch on the product, whatever, you know what I mean? You're basically, you follow the Email Secret angles, right? Because they're great angles and they convert very well to video. All right. So that's step 7. Also, when you are doing this, however many videos you create, whether it's 1 video, 2 videos, 3 videos for a promotion, create a playlist on your YouTube channel for each promotion you do. You know what I mean? Give the playlist like a name. You can call it the name of the product, review, or whatever. And then put all the videos related to that product promotion in that playlist, okay? Because playlists are searchable on YouTube. That's searchable content. So when someone types in like the name of a product, review, like a playlist will pull up for that as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, so with this strategy, I just want to reiterate that your name is a link back to your channel, okay? So when you're out there commenting on other people's videos and stuff, your network of 10, I want you to understand you're going to start to build an audience by being a part of the conversation and adding value to these other channels' comment sections, all right? This is going to build your network. It's going to build your audience, and it works really, really good, especially when you're first getting started. Take advantage of any opportunities you have to maybe interview some of these other people, right? Just take advantage of your opportunities, continue to build your network, and trust me, it works like gangbusters. So anyways, that is the YouTube method. That's called Network of 10, and it's really, really good. It doesn't take a lot of time to do it, and it will make you money, and it will build your list. All right, let's go ahead and yellow this one out. Okay, method 2. All right, another big one, Facebook. Right, you might be like, oh my God, Facebook, are you serious? Well, look at this, man. Here's the thing. We go over to SimilarWeb. And people say, oh man, Facebook's dying, man. Facebook's not as cool as it just used to be, man. Instagram's better than Facebook. You know, whatever. This is better than Facebook. That's better than Facebook. Facebook's old, you know. Here's the bottom line, guys. When I type in Facebook on SimilarWeb and I pull back stats, here's what I find. Look, it's number 3, you guys. It's freaking number 3. It's right behind YouTube. This is the 3rd most popular website in the world. And that means your market is represented there. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't care what you're trying to sell and whatever niche you're in, your market is represented on this platform. I guarantee in most cases, your market is represented. We look at the traffic. We saw YouTube was 27 billion for every 6 months. Facebook is 23 billion for every 6 months. Okay. Average visit duration, 11 minutes and 30 seconds. But you know what? The thing about that average visit duration is what we have to understand is, you know, and I know that people aren't just going to Facebook one time. They're going there on their mobile devices, and they're going there multiple times a day. So that average visit duration, you could probably times that by 4 or 5, right? They're probably spending an hour and a half on Facebook a day, just because they're visiting it constantly throughout the day, right? Point blank. So yeah, there's no doubt about it. People are on Facebook. Your market is on Facebook. And it doesn't matter if it's old and it's tired and you're tired of hearing about it or not. None of that matters. What matters is your customers are there. They just don't know they're your customers yet. Okay, so how do we get into Facebook and we start to take advantage of it? Okay, so here's how we do it. Step one, we start a new Facebook profile that will be focused on pulling people in your niche around you, right? This isn't your personal family profile where, you know, you talk to your friends about fantasy football leagues and stuff like that, man. This is kind of like, it is a personal profile, but it has a focus on pulling people around you that you want to network with for business, your future customers, your future business partners, your allies, your friends, peers in the space. That's what this profile is for, okay? So, you know, also be prepared to use the banner space above your name, right? Yeah, we'll look at my Facebook. Look at my Facebook really quick here. If I go to Facebook, I go to Facebook, what I'm going to notice is a couple of things, right? Number one, I'm utilizing my space up here, whatever they call this thing. I always call it a banner. That's not really what Facebook calls it. I call this a banner, but I utilize this to advertise my blog. So I'm utilizing my free advertising space. I have 4,590 friends. All of them care about making money online. My bio, my intro, it's a little joke, but it's about internet marketing, right? I say connect with me here, right? This is my website right here, and it's all about internet marketing. And when I post things, it's like a motivational thing. Do what you love and the necessary resources are follow. It's kind of motivational. And I'll post things and I'll talk about things that people in my niche would care about, right? So it's all congruent with what I'm trying to do in my niche, right? So this profile is basically like a way for me to keep my thumb on the pulse of what's happening in my market as it relates on Facebook, because they're all here. And now I've got all these people on my list. And you might think, well, how did you end up with 4,500 people on your list that all care about making money online? I'm getting ready to show you. So, yeah. All right. So that's step one, Facebook profile. Step two, I want you to join 5 Facebook groups that are niche related, active, and have at least 1,000 members in them, right? And you might think, well, man, how do I even know if they're active or not? Right? So what you want to do is come up here to the search, type in whatever your niche is. I'll say email marketing. Right? I'll see what pulls up, but what I care about is groups. I'm looking for groups. So I'm going to go to groups. Now, I'm looking for, I'm joined a lot of these, but you're looking for You're looking for groups with at least 1,000 members in them. Like this one right here, it says 1.7K members. Then it says 10 posts a day. That's pretty good. 10 posts a day. It's active. There's people doing stuff in there. That's pretty good. 10 posts a day, 4 posts a day, 9 posts a week, 50 posts a day. That's great. But we're looking for groups that have several posts a day, right? At least 10 posts a day. This one's got 40 posts a day. We're looking for groups that are active. At least 10 posts a day would be nice. And at least 1,000 members. And you'll want to join 5 of them. All right. So then what happens is after you do that, we're going to move on to step 3. Step 3 is I want you to be a part of the scene in those groups. Okay. Dedicate at least 5 minutes a day to each group. Like a few posts, comment on a few posts, maybe ask a question here or there. Get to know the people in that little community, in that little group, right? Step 4 is to friend request people you have positive interactions with. Now, don't friend request more than 10 people a day. That's of all your groups. Now, I'm not saying 10 people a group. I'm saying 10 people in total. You know, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 people a group, and then, you know, whatever. Friend request no more than 10 people a day. Friend request 10 of them a day. And friend request the ones you have positive interactions with. All right. What this is going to do is it's going to start to build you a friend network of people who care about the same thing you care about, right? And it's going to have kind of a snowball effect because then their friends are going to start to see that they're friends with you and they care about stuff, so they're going to start friend requesting you, right? So that's kind of cool, and that's how it starts to build up. But 5 minutes a day in these groups. Don't miss a day, all right? Check in on them. Set a timer. Time yourself. Don't get sucked into the Facebook machine. Use social media. Don't let social media use you. Don't get sucked into the Facebook machine, but spend 5 minutes a day in those groups being a part of the scene. All right. All right. So after step 4, you go to step 5. Now, step 5 is what you want to do is you want to add a pure share text post once a week that adds value to the groups and helps move people forward. Now, I don't care how long this text post is. I don't care if it's, 3 sentences long or if it's like, 8 paragraphs long or if it's 10,000 words long. I don't care. It doesn't matter. The length of the post doesn't matter. The impact is what matters. Does it help the people in your niche in some way, shape, or form? Does it help people move forward a little bit? That's what matters. Another thing that would be nice is if it has some kind of entertainment value. Maybe you can weave some kind of a story into it. A funny story. Start with a quote. Whatever. Start with a joke. Start something that weaves some kind of entertainment value into the actionable content. But once a week, do something like this, right? Because what's going to happen is that's going to start to kind of position you as a thought leader, okay? And this is good. All right, so step 6 is do a live stream on your profile once a week, all right? What do you talk about on the live stream? Easy. You talk about the stuff that you talked about in the pure share and the pure value text post you put in the groups, all right? You talk about the same thing, right? So you take the same piece of content that you created and you leverage that as a live stream, right? Take some bullet points on the content and you talk about it, right? So what happens is the more people who accept your friend request, the more people that will start to follow your live streams, all right? So then the other thing you want to do is you want to pitch your freebie to grow your email list in your live streams. When you do your live streams, you use the old by the way, right? Oh, by the way, hey guys, today I want to talk to you guys about this one time when I first started internet marketing and I lost $3,000, right? And this is what I learned from that. Oh, by the way, before I even get into this, be sure you get over there to my website and grab your free cheat sheet that I put out. It's going to help you do blot, and blot, right? I'll put a link under this video. But make sure you get that. It's really cool. Anyways, let me tell you about this, right? So yeah, that's what you do, man. You pitch your freebie on your live streams, okay? So step 7 is like when you do promotions, when you do promotional video, when you do promotions on like affiliate offers or your own offers or whatever, you do them as live streams on your Facebook profile. Okay, do them as live streams on your Facebook profile and follow the angles that I laid out for you in Email Secrets. All right, follow those 20 angles. Those 20 angles that gives you all kinds of ways to talk about, you know, whatever you want to promote, right? And you can do it on the live streams on Facebook. Now, as a little bonus, well, I'll tell you that in a second. I'll tell you about that in a second. So step 8, promote in the 5 groups. If you want to promote in those 5 groups directly, like if let's say you're doing an affiliate promotion and you also want to promote in the groups, not just on your profile, you want to do conversational marketing with that, right? You got to be careful because it looks like spam, all right, if you're not careful. So what you want to do with the groups is you want to be like, let's say you're promoting something that teaches people how to, drive traffic to a website or something. You'll go to the sales page, you'll look at the sales page, you'll look at the headline, and you'll kind of see like what the main hook of the headline is. Like, let's say the hook is, I'll tell you what, like we'll go to mine. I got an offer coming out for emails. Well, let's look at Email Secrets, right? If we look at Email Secrets sales page, we see that Email Secrets sales page is saying how I earn $487, $597, paydays. Like, so this, if I want to use this as like conversational marketing in a Facebook group, right? In a Facebook group, it's going to look like this, right? If I go to Facebook, I'm going to do it like this. I'll show you. You got to be careful. You don't want to spam. Hey guys, just discovered pretty cool way to earn. Actually, I'll put it like this, right? Just discovered a pretty cool way. This guy was earning commissions with simple messages and I'm talking like Facebook's acting slow today. Sorry, guys. And I'm talking like all right. And then like, so I took that right from the sales page and I'm talking like 47 paydays. Just say info if interested. Actually, because we're in the groups, we're not going to say that. Just hit me up if interested, as I don't want to drop a link and spam the group. Right? Boom. Just like that. So this is like kind of like letting people know that I'm being conscious of the group and I don't want to spam the group, but I just want to let everybody know this is what the deal is. If you're not interested, don't worry about it. If you're not interested, don't worry about it. If not interested, I could even put that. If not interested, don't worry about it. Just thought I would share. Right? Just thought I would share. You could put something like that, right? But basically it's a conversation. You're making them reach out to you, right? And this works like 95% of the time. You're totally cool typing something like this. especially if you're in the group every single day. You're friend requesting people. You're hanging out there every single week. You're adding a little value to the group. No one's going to care if you leave a post like that. Okay. And you're cool. So then when they reply to you, when they reach out to you, whether they reach out to you as a comment or they reach out to you privately, either way, you reach out to that person privately. All right. And you drop them a link to the offer. All right. You drop, hey man, just wanted to give you the link to that thing I was talking about. Boom. And you drop your affiliate link just like that. Right. That's conversational marketing. And that's how you can promote in the group. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay. So, what else was I going to tell? I was going to tell you one more thing about this. I can't remember what it was. It doesn't matter. Must not have been that important or I would have wrote it down here. So anyways, that's Facebook, right? This is called, network of niche. So this is basically utilizing the Facebook groups. And it works really, really well. I've been using that method for a long time. I started using that method back in, I think 2014 or 2015. And here we are in 2019 and it still works. It's been modified a little bit to incorporate live streaming. But back in 2014, it was the whole thing where you're pulling people from the groups. It was working back then and it's still working now. I published a course on it called Group Giants. And it's still just as relevant today as it was back then. So very, very cool method. Let's talk about method 3. Method 3 is a little bit different. It's about blogs. This is all about like putting a blog together. And how can you use a blog to actually make sales and make some money, right? So first of all, I want to say there's a few things to note about a blog, all right? So blogging is kind of a long game, right? It's kind of like YouTube in that way. It's a long game, right? In my opinion, like the purpose of the blog is mainly to put people on my email list, right? It's not really, it's to put people on my email list. That's the bottom line. When I publish a blog post, I will fire the whole post off to my email list as a very long email, like without the pictures or any of the fancy blog stuff, like because I'm not interested in sending my email list back to my blog, right? Like I want them to be used to me giving them value right in the email, right? So while a blog will yield some sales as your readership grows, it is inconsistent at best. Okay. Unless you're chasing traffic down and funneling it to your blog, like by doing guest posts or, by going to Facebook all the time and sharing your links back to your blog and trying to just funnel traffic to your blog constantly. Unless you're doing that, like it's just like you're going to have inconsistent trickle in sales from your blog traffic. It's much smarter to funnel it to your email list. Like if you're going to spend efforts going out there and getting traffic, you want to try to funnel it to your email list. So where does that leave a blog? Where does that leave it? Where does it stand? Like for me, a blog is very much like the storefront of my business. Okay. The blog, it represents something tangible, right? Something tangible on the internet that people can look at and they can associate it with my business, right? That is Epic Conversions to people out there on the internet. Oh, Epic Conversions. You go to epicconversions.com. That's Cam's business. Okay. However, Epic Conversions isn't that blog. Epic Conversions is not epicconversions.com. Not really. Epic Conversions is truly my email lists, right? The email lists are the heart of Epic Conversions. Without them, there would be no Epic Conversions. Epic Conversions is the blog. Epic Conversions is all the products I have on Warrior Plus, my membership programs. I have 2 different ones. Epic Conversions is a lot of things, but at the heart of Epic Conversions is the email list. That's the heart of the audience. So that being said, it's important to have something out there that is tangible for people, something that people can look at and say, hey, that represents this person's business, right? It's important, right? And that's what the blog is for me. Something that represents your business. It can be a blog, it can be a YouTube channel, it can be a Facebook group, but I think a blog is the best for this purpose, though. You know what I mean? Because you have more control over a blog, and it's just kind of a nice, tangible representation of your business. And it can bring in organic traffic from Google and from Facebook and from other places, and it can put people on your list. My blog puts, a few people on my list every single day, and it's pretty good. But I do want you to remember that the conversation is not happening on blogs in 2019. As we're heading to end of 2019 right now. We're kind of moving into 2020. And, how many of you guys out there hang out on blogs? I mean, how many of you guys every day when you get on the internet, make sure you check certain blogs every single day? Probably not that many of you. But most of you check in on Facebook every day, or check in on YouTube every day, or check in on Instagram every day. Most of you have some kind of social platform that you check in on every single day. But the conversation isn't really happening on blogs anymore. So I think that, with blogs, you have to approach it a little bit differently than you did in maybe 2001. All right. So, trying to get people to visit your blog regularly and check in on it like they would a Facebook group or something, that's an uphill battle, man. And it doesn't really make sense. All right. Why fight against the current? Find a way to use the power of the current to leverage it. Right, that's what I say. So that being said, how do we use a blog if that's the case? So step one, you need a system on your blog. Okay, so now this is the same system that you want to set up for if you're doing the Facebook thing I was telling you about, or if you're doing the YouTube thing I was telling you about. This is the system you want to set up for your free thing. All right, so listen up. Even if you don't want a blog, listen up to this. All right, so step one. Set up a lead magnet with a foundation funnel. All right. You can always build the funnel out later as you get more experienced, but start it out with a foundation funnel. All right. And I'll tell you what that is. All right. Let's get into that. Okay. So the lead magnet equals a cheat sheet, right? Just do a simple cheat sheet, man. For your lead magnet, do a cheat sheet, solve a problem for them. Solve a problem that's a major problem for people. Like how to get your first 1,000 email subscribers, right? That's a problem for people. How do I do it? How do I write an email that will actually make me money? That's an actual problem for people. How often should I be emailing my list? What should the emails look like? That's an actual problem for people, right? And it's a perennial problem. How do I drive traffic to my blog, right? How do I get my YouTube channel to get more views? These are actual problems for people, So make a cheat sheet around a problem for your niche, a big problem. And make sure the cheat sheet actually solves the problem for them. Okay. Now, the other thing I want you to do is when you make this cheat sheet that solves this problem, I'm talking about 1-page cheat sheet, 2-page cheat sheet. It's going to be very easily consumable. You know what I mean? But when you make this cheat sheet, the other thing I want you to do is I want you to make a video supplemental for the cheat sheet. Maybe a 1 or 2 or 3 video supplemental for the cheat sheet. It can just be a 1 video supplemental like the one I'm doing right here for you guys. And what you're going to do is you're basically going to go into a little more detail about the stuff you talked about on the cheat sheet. Maybe you take them to show them some of the websites you mentioned on the cheat sheet. Maybe you go into a little bit more detail, like a step-by-step, but you go into a little bit more detail on steps than you did on the cheat sheet. Maybe you got a story. Maybe you got a couple stories that you tell about stuff you talked about on the cheat sheet. You're just going into more detail. You're giving them some stuff on the video that you couldn't really give them on the cheat sheet because it wouldn't have fit. You know what I mean? So this video is a video supplemental, and we're going to use it in a minute. But right now, I just want you to make the cheat sheet and then make the video supplemental. All right. So after you got that together, now this video supplemental, you're going to price it at $7 to $10, right? So when they buy when they get the free thing, when they get the free cheat sheet, you're going to offer them the video supplemental on the thank you page, right? They opt in for the free thing. They're going to go to a thank you page. The thank you page is going to say, hey, thanks so much for picking up this cheat sheet. It's going to be delivered to your inbox in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, click the link below. Be sure to check out the video supplemental for the cheat sheet. It's really awesome. It's like an hour of content, and it's going to take your stuff to the next level. You're going to love it. Check it out, right? And so you're going to pitch it, right? That's going to take them to a little sales page for the video supplemental, right? If you don't know how to make a sales page, all you got to do, if you don't know how to make a sales page, come over here, go to the internet, type in David Frey 12-step foolproof sales letter. That's all you got to do. Type that in. And you're going to find this thing right here, 12-step foolproof sales letter template, right? And it's going to look like this, and it's going to be a nice little 12 little steps to making a sales letter, right? So put yourself a simple little sales letter together. You can do this in about an hour or two. Put it together, and you'll have a sales letter, all right? So anyways, got the lead magnet, then you got the OTO1, the video supplemental. OTO1 stands for one-time offer, but it's a video supplemental. That is a foundation funnel. 2 products, that's it, right? A freebie, and then the little $7 to $10 product, right? Okay. Now, I told you about the thank you page. Thank you page of the lead magnet will offer the supplemental, the video supplemental. Also, it's also going to direct them to email for the cheat sheet. Hey, your cheat sheet's going to be sent to you by email in about 5 minutes. So just get over there and check that out. You know, in the meantime, check out this video supplemental. It's pretty cool. All right. So here's when it directs them to their email. Here's what those emails look like. All right. Email 1, you're going to set this up in your autoresponder. Okay. If you don't have an autoresponder, I use Aweber. All right. There's a lot of them out there. You got a lot of options. If you don't have any money for an autoresponder, there's options for that too. I say MailChimp's a good option for that. Some people say you can't do affiliate marketing with MailChimp. Okay, that's fine. This won't be affiliate marketing. This will be you promoting your own thing. But what I find with MailChimp is if you're doing MailChimp, you can't do direct affiliate marketing. You have to send them back to a blog post. You got to send them back to a post on your blog, and that's where you're going to do the promotion. That's where you're going to put your affiliate link. But the links that you put in MailChimp are going to go to your blog post. Right? I hope that makes sense. I use Aweber. When you're first getting started, if you don't got the $30 a month or whatever it costs a month, then you might just use something free. So it's up to you. But anyways, here's what your autoresponder email should look like. Email 1. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the community. Welcome to the Epic Conversions community. Here's a link to your cheat sheet. Enjoy. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love answering questions. I'm here for you. Or if you just want to say hi, it's all good. P.S. Be sure to check out this video supplemental for the cheat sheet. It's really awesome, and it adds a lot of value to the cheat sheet. Boom. And you'll have a link to it, right? Email 2. You're going to give them a little story. This is where you want to give them your origin story. How'd you go from just working at a normal job to doing this stuff online, right? How did you go from here to here, right? Even if you're still working at a normal job and you're still doing online, you're only doing online part-time, that doesn't matter. How did you go from just being a normal dude who works at just a normal job to actually doing this stuff? How did you do that? What does that story look like? And then, pull some kind of lesson from that for them, right? It's not just about you. That's the magic of marketing. It always has to come back to them. You can talk about yourself as much as you want, but it always has to come back to them. That's the true beauty of real marketing. It always comes back to them, okay? So story, lesson, pitch. So tell them a story, pull the lesson from it, right? And the lesson would be something like you tell them the story and then you're like, so basically that's what happened to me, you guys. And from that, I basically learned that it's more important to do this than to do this. Man, I hope that story has added some value to your life, and that's helped you a little bit. And I've really enjoyed taking the time to tell you a little bit about me. Oh, by the way, be sure to check out this video supplemental for the cheat sheet that I gave you earlier. It's really awesome, right? Boom. That's email 2, right? Email 3, actionable content. Give them 3 or 4 tips in your niche, right? That's going to help them move their business forward, and then pitch the video supplemental, right? Day 4, break. Don't send them an email. Take a day off. The next day, send them email 4. Actionable content, some more actionable content, right? And then pitch the video supplemental. Email 5, I want you to give the features and the benefits of the video supplemental. Also in email 5, I want you to add some scarcity, right? How do you add scarcity to something that's evergreen? The video supplemental is not going anywhere. So how do you add scarcity? Here's how you do it, right? In email 5, what you want to say is, guys, now I'm going to level with you. I've just given you the features and the benefits of my video supplemental for the cheat sheet. It's really cool, but I want to level with you. I'm not going to promote this anymore after today. This is my last day promoting this thing. I'm moving on after today. So after today, this is just going to be another lost opportunity buried in a sea of emails, right? So you're just going to forget about it, and it's going to be gone, right? Don't blow the opportunity. It's here right now. You know, take action. Don't hesitate. Jump while the iron's hot. Get while the getting's good, right? Don't let this just be another opportunity that's blown, lost in a sea of emails. Go ahead and do it now before I stop promoting it. So this is how you can add a little bit of scarcity, right? Even when there's no like actual scarcity. The scarcity is you, basically. You're the scarcity. You're not going to be an accountability thing for them anymore, because when you're reminding them of something every day, that's some accountability you're giving them. You're basically a little reminder for them. But you got to warn them, after today, I'm not going to be reminding you of this anymore. That accountability is going to go away. That's fear, right? So that's how you can add a little scarcity, okay? So then in email 6, you're just going to ask them a question. Hey, guys, so for the last few days, we've been talking about, this subject, and, I've been talking about my video supplementals. It's pretty cool and stuff like that. But now I want to do this. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you, what are you having the most trouble with when it comes to this, whatever your niche is? What do you think is the top 1 or 2 things that's really keeping you from seeing success? Be sure to reply to this email and let me know, because that's what I'm going to shape my future content around. I want to make sure I'm putting out stuff that really helps you by email. So let me know your thoughts and where you're at right now. Let me know what's going on, right? That's email 6. And you put that in your autoresponder, okay? That's the system, right? Now that's a little system with the lead magnet, the cheat sheet, with the video supplemental, all right? With the thank you page, with the 5 or 6 emails there. Okay, that's a nice little system, right? So now when you're doing those, live streams on Facebook, or you're doing those YouTube videos or whatever, you're going to be pushing people back into this system. When you're pitching your free thing, you're going to be pushing them back into the system. So it's pretty awesome, and it's going to make you money, right? So here's a couple things I want you to know. I want you to know that these leads that you're going to be pushing into this little system, they're going to be exposed to your video supplemental 7 times, okay? 1, they're going to be exposed to it on a thank you page. 2, they're going to be exposed to it in the cheat sheet itself, because you're going to pitch the little video supplemental in the cheat sheet itself also. And then 3, they're going to be pitched in the video supplemental in emails 1 through 5. All right, so that's 7 times they're going to be exposed to this offer. And what that's going to do is that's going to maximize your conversions on the offer, okay? Also, I want you to know that email 6 opens up a loop that's going to provide continuous feedback from your list on what they are having trouble with. And also, it's going to also provide you information on engagement, right? You're going to be able to check, you're going to be able to continuously check the health of your list by how many people are reaching out to you. Are they engaging with you, right? So this is a nice little loop that it's opening up for you. It's going to give you some good information on what's happening with your list. All right, so that's That's step one, and that's a really big step one, I understand, but it had to be done. You had to know how to do that. One thing I will say, and this is what I forgot to tell you earlier. Earlier, I was talking to you about Facebook videos and doing live streams on Facebook once a week. If you're going to do that Facebook method once a week, there's really no reason not to download those Facebook live streams and open up a YouTube channel and put those Facebook live streams on YouTube. Why not? Why not, man? If you're doing the Facebook method and the YouTube method, why not, the Facebook live stream that you're doing, why not just have that be your value that you're adding to YouTube once a week? And then you can go ahead and do the network of 10 on the YouTube channel. Why not just do all of it? If you're doing all of it, then the live stream that you put on Facebook, you can download it and upload it to YouTube as your YouTube video once a week, right? Perfect setup. And that's a great way to maximize your content and spread it around and get even more exposure, right? And you'll build faster, you'll grow faster that way. All right, pretty cool. All right, so we kind of got off on a little tangent, but we are talking about a blog here right now. So step one was get the lead magnet with the foundation funnel set up. And I just walked you through how to do that. Step two is set up a pop-up that will acquire leads for you. All right. Now, I've tried a lot of different ways to get leads from my blog. All right. But when you go to Epic Conversions, what you're going to notice is the first thing that happens when you hit epicconversions.com, the first thing that happens when this thing loads up is you're going to see a pop-up. Boom. Just like that. Let me show you 50 ways to get traffic today. Boom. Little two-step. All right. You want that. All right. You want to set up a pop-up that will acquire leads for you. Now, I use something called Thrive Leads. All right. You can get that over at thrivethemes.com. I think it's like $67 to get that for one website. You don't have to use that. There's probably free options out there that you can use. Do what you got to do, but you want a pop-up on there that's going to collect leads for you. Okay. You want it popping up early and often. Don't play this game where when someone is exposed to your pop-up, they're not going to see it again for 7 days. Okay. Don't play that dumb game. All right. If they don't opt in, you want that thing popping up as much as possible. Okay. Because if you play that game where they're not going to see it again for 7 days, guess what? They're not going to see it again because they probably won't even come back. So you want it popping up early and often. You're going to put more people on your list, and that's where you're really going to be able to build a relationship with them. Okay. So anyways, get a pop-up set up that will help you acquire leads for you. Step three, set up an About Me page that tells the story of how you got to this point, and what the goals are of your blog. What are the goals? Basically, what are you here to do? What are the things you're here to talk about? Right? Make sure there's a pitch for your freebie on this page. Okay, so on your About Me page, make sure there's a link to your freebie offer. All right, make sure there's a link to it so those people will opt in. They came to see about you, but pitch them the free offer as well so you can put them on your email list. Okay. Step four, I want you to commit to publishing a blog article regularly. Now, regularly might be different for everybody. Once a week, for example, is regularly on a blog. It could be once a month. I don't think that you should publish a blog article less than once a month. Every month, you should try to put something on that blog. I'm guilty of not always doing that, but you probably should be doing it once a month, at least. Every blog article should pitch your lead magnet, right? It doesn't have to be directly related to your lead magnet, right? But you're going to be talking about your niche, right? So in a way, it's always going to be in the same grain as your lead magnet. And it's a simple, oh, by the way, right? That's as simple as that, right? You tell the whole story of the blog article, right? And then towards the end, you say, oh, by the way, if you enjoyed this article, be sure to pick up my cheat sheet. Here's a link to it. Boom. Simple, right? Every blog article should promote that. Then step 5, have a strategy to distribute the content published on the blog. The fact is, nobody's going to find your blog. Nobody's going to care about your blog. Nobody cares, right? So have a strategy to distribute the content, right? One way or the other. I say, do not rely solely on organic Google search traffic. You can think guest posting. You can think other strategies to get people aware of the blog as a source of, content. But remember, the purpose of a blog, in my opinion, though, it's not the core. Bending over backwards to drive a bunch of traffic to a blog is probably a poor use of your energy, to be honest. It's probably far better to focus on, putting people on your list. So instead of driving them just to your blog or your latest blog post or whatever, it's probably a better use of your energy to drive them to a squeeze page. So that's what I'd say about that. Anyways, that's it for the blogging. Let me go ahead and close this. And this has been a long video. We're almost done, though, so never fear. I might end up dividing this up into a couple of videos. We'll see. I do want to talk about a couple other places that I think are interesting and of note. Right? So the first one is MeWe. All right? Now, MeWe is essentially like an early version of Facebook, right? And it can be used in a similar way. The same method that I gave you to use on Facebook, you can use a similar method on MeWe. Now, you can't do the live streaming on MeWe, but you can do audio recording, which is pretty neat, actually. And you can also upload video. So you can use it in a similar way. It's not exactly the same, but it's similar. It's like an early version of Facebook. But let's look at MeWe really quick on SimilarWeb. So we see on SimilarWeb that MeWe is blank. I'm just kidding. It's still loading. Okay, so we can see with MeWe, it's we got 6.53 million visits in a 6-month period. Average visit duration about 10 minutes. Now, this is very similar to Facebook. The only difference is Facebook's getting 23 billion visitors every 6 months, whereas MeWe is getting 6.5 million. However, that's still 1 million visitors a month. So what I'll say with MeWe is your niche market is probably not nearly as well represented on MeWe, but it still could be an opportunity to drive some extra traffic, and there's not a lot of competition there, right? So you would kind of be somebody who was, starting a community or just helping to build a community on this website. It's not nearly as big as the other places, but it's smaller and it's less competition. So it's something to think about. I thought it was a pretty neat spot. It has some potential. Next one is Reddit. Reddit is an American social news aggregation web content rating and discussion website. I pulled this right from Wikipedia. Registered members submit content to the site such as links, text posts, and images, which are then voted up or down by other members. Posts are organized by subject into user-created boards called subreddits, which cover a variety of topics, including news, science, movies, video games, music, books, fitness, food, image sharing, whatever. There's tons of subreddits, okay? Marketing is a subreddit. Affiliate marketing is another one, right? There's tons, right? So submissions with more upvotes appear towards the top of the subreddit, and if they receive enough upvotes, ultimately on the site's front page. Despite strict rules prohibiting harassment, Reddit's administrators spend considerable resources on moderating the site. As of July 2019, Reddit ranks as the number 5 most visited website in the US and number 13 in the world. According to Alexa Internet, with 55% of its user base coming from the United States, followed by the United Kingdom at 7.4%, Canada at 5.8%. Let's look at Reddit on SimilarWeb. Okay, so this is Reddit, and we see over a 6-month period, they're getting 1.3 billion visits. All right, so guys, Reddit is happening. There's a lot of people there, point blank. Now, are they as popular as Facebook? Are they as popular as YouTube? No, it's not. It's not as popular as those places. But still, number 19 in the globe, number 10 in the United States. So still a lot of people on Reddit. A lot of people visit Reddit regularly and hang out there. right? So it could be worth your time. And you just have to ask yourself, is this a place that I kind of want to set up camp and spend time there every single day, trying to establish myself and trying to develop a presence there, right? You just got to ask yourself if that's what you want to do on that site. And the only way to know is to go there and check it out, right? So the next one I want to talk to you about is Quora, right? Quora is an American question and answer website where questions are asked, answered, and edited by internet users, either factually or in the form of opinions. Excuse me. Its owner is based in Mountain View, California. The company was founded in June of 2009. The website was made available to the public for the first time on June 21st, 2010. Users can collaborate by editing questions and suggestion edits to answers that have been submitted by other users. So the people who made Quora, they came from working at Facebook. So you'll find some Facebook, kind of nuances on Quora. It's kind of like part social platform and it's part question answer platform. It's part Yahoo Answers and it's part social media. It's a pretty neat site and a lot of people hang out there. Okay. You can drive some pretty good traffic with Quora. So when we look at their global ranking, it's 83. When the country ranking United States here, it's 57. And let me just see if this will pull up for me. We see a lot of traffic here is in the United States. A lot of traffic is in India as well. We see 507 million visits every 6 months, right? So that's interesting. Average visit duration about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So that's Quora, and I've driven some traffic to my website with Quora, so I know that this has potential. Like I said, when you want to use Quora or Reddit or MeWe, the same basic principles apply that I taught you up here. Let me just close some of these out. Right here, the core of all free promotion. That basic principle applies to all these places. Let me go ahead and close that. And what I want to do now, that we've covered a lot of stuff here, guys. Let me just go ahead and stop my screen share. And I want to just kind of like wrap this up with you a little bit. The fact of the matter is, I think that you'll be the most successful if you just focus on one place, one place at a time. See if you can start to build it. Focus your attention on establishing yourself in that one place, becoming a part of the community, and growing your audience in that one place, right? Also, be sure to set up a little system with a lead magnet and some emails and a little upsell so that you have a little system in place. So when you do your free content out there to these places, you can pitch your free thing and you can make a little bit of money. Okay. When you do your promotional videos or when you do your promotional posts, when you're promoting affiliate offers or whatever on these free platforms, make sure you use email secrets. Use those angles. They can be used on Facebook posts. They can be used on Reddit posts. They can be used on YouTube videos. The angles aren't going to change just because you're not writing them in email form. It's the same basic principles and tactics. Anyways, guys, this has been a really long video. I think we're clocking in at about an hour and a half now. It doesn't really matter to me. I wanted to make this video because I wanted everybody to have an opportunity to take advantage of email secrets and use it, not just people with giant email lists. Okay. So guys, I hope this video has been helpful to you. And I hope you gotten some value out of it. So good luck. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.